Good morning, children. Today we will start the new chapter, that is electromagnetic wave. In this chapter, we will go through the definition of the electromagnetic wave, its characteristics, examples, uses, and their generation, where from this electromagnetic wave are generated. Electromagnetic waves, EM waves. It is shortly called as EM waves. So first of all, we will define what are EMF, EM waves. Secondly, the generation of electromagnetic wave, their generation, how it generates, from where it generates. Third, we will see their properties in general, the properties in general of EM wave. Fourth, we will see the examples, what are the different examples of EM wave, examples of EM wave, and their specific use. Right? So now let us have the first definition of electromagnetic. The electromagnetic wave basically consists of order variation, sinusoidal variation of electric and magnetic field at right angle to each other, as well as at right angle to the direction of propagation of the wave, just like this, and they move in the direction perpendicular to the right angle to the direction of propagation. So they move in the direction of propagation. So if this is the direction, then this is also perpendicular to this, and this field is also perpendicular to the direction, and this field is also perpendicular to the direction. So both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So this is what the imagination of electromagnetic wave. Diagrammatically, we can draw this electromagnetic wave. First of all, we will draw the three coordinate axes right angle to each other. Say this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your z-axis. So this is the diagrammatic representation of electromagnetic wave, in which E, the electric field, and B, the magnetic field, are perpendicular to each other and at the same time perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. And their direction, both this electric and magnetic field, are perpendicular to the direction of the right. Now since the electric and magnetic field are perpendicular to the direction of propagation, the nature of this electromagnetic wave is transverse in nature. Now the examples of electromagnetic waves are, heard about the radio wave, microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, and gamma rays. All these are nothing but your electromagnetic wave. So, like infrared, visible light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, gamma rays, all are electromagnetic waves. Properties. This properties is important, but this is the general property, means overall properties of the electromagnetic wave. So the first property of the electromagnetic wave is that they are produced by the accelerated or oscillating charge particle. अब इसका प्रोडक्शन के बारे में हम प्रॉपर्टी जो लिख रहे हैं वो किसके बारे में लिख रहे हैं? प्रोडक्शन के बारे में. तो प्रोडक्शन कैसे होता है? They are produced either by accelerating charge particle or oscillating charge particle. Now the second property of the electromagnetic wave is that they do not require material medium to travel. This electromagnetic waves, whether it is radio wave, microwave, visible light, gamma rays, infraviolet, अल्ट्रावायलेट, ये सब जो रेज हैं या जो वेव्स हैं, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स हैं डिफरेंट प्रकार के, इनको प्रोपोगेट करने के लिए कोई मटेरियल मीडियम आवश्यक नहीं है. अगर मटेरियल मीडियम जैसे कि एयर अगर है तो भी वो प्रोपोगेट करेंगे, और यदि वैक्यूम है तभी भी वो प्रोपोगेट करेंगे. ठीक है, वो मीडियम हमारा क्या है? कुछ भी हो सकता है, एयर का हो सकता है, किसी गैसियस मॉलिक्यूल का हो सकता है, लाइट वाटर हो सकता है. ठीक है, और दैट मीडियम कैन बी आइदर सॉलिड, लिक्विड और गैस. So there is no requirement of the medium. The third property is that they are transverse in nature. As already I have discussed, why they are called as transverse in nature? Because both the electric field and magnetic field, which itself are perpendicular to each other, are perpendicular. Both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Third property you can write is they are transverse in nature. Now the fifth property. In free space, the waves travel with the same speed c. In free space, the velocity of the electromagnetic wave travels with velocity of light, that is c. And what is the value of velocity of light in the free space? That is 2.98 into 10 to the power 3 meter, 10 to the power 8 meter per second, which is approximately written as 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now, how this value has been found? Let us see a step ahead. The velocity of electromagnetic radiation in the free space is given by c is equal to 1 upon under root of mu naught multiplied by epsilon naught, where mu naught is called permeability of free space. Permeability of free space. Its value is given by, note down, 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. H for Henry per meter. And epsilon naught is permittivity. This is permeability and this is permittivity. Permittivity of free space. and it has value 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad per meter. So putting this value here and calculating, we get the value approximately 2.98 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. After calculation, we get the value of C. So this is the formula for finding out the velocity of light in free space. Second, the velocity of electromagnetic wave in the medium. This is in the free space. Now in the medium, electromagnetic wave. If there is a medium, then we find the velocity of electromagnetic wave in the medium as C is equal to under root of mu times of epsilon. What is mu? Mu is the absolute permeability. Absolute permeability and it is equal to mu is equal to permeability multiplied by the relative permeability, that is mu naught, which is the permeability of the free space multiplied by the relative permeability of the medium, and when we multiply these both we get the absolute permeability. Similarly, epsilon is equal to absolute permittivity and this is equal to absolute permittivity is equal to permittivity of the free space multiplied by the relative permittivity of the medium. So we can find C, not C, we denote it by V. So we can find V, that is the velocity of electromagnetic wave in a medium, as 1 upon under root of mu epsilon. Another property of the electromagnetic wave is that the energy of electromagnetic wave is equally divided between electric and magnetic field. The total energy of the electromagnetic wave is equally divided in electric and magnetic field. And the last property is the electromagnetic wave are uncharged. The electromagnetic wave are uncharged. Mind it, these waves are produced by oscillating or accelerating charged particle, but this wave itself is uncharged wave, so they are not deflected by electric and magnetic field. Means, lastly, about the intensity of magnetic field. The intensity of a magnetic field, the intensity of magnetic wave I is given as I, that is the intensity of magnetic wave, is equal to 1 upon 2 epsilon naught E naught E square C, and V is the what? Your magnetic field. So this is the root mean square of the electric field E naught. So I is equal to I naught epsilon naught E naught square C, and this can also be written as the ratio of magnetic field B naught upon the permeability of the free space mu C. So either this can be the intensity or this can be the intensity. So this is about the property. So as we have just now discussed that electromagnetic waves are produced from accelerating charged particle or oscillating charged particle. The example of production is in LC circuit. LC means inductive capacitive circuit. You will see in this circuit inductance and capacitor are connected in series. So this is called as inductive circuit. So or LC circuit. So in LC circuit the charge oscillates across the capacitor, therefore an LC circuit emits electromagnetic waves. So one of the source where we can generate electromagnetic wave is your LC circuit. Second, so when electron from the higher energy orbit jumps towards the lower energy orbit, they radiates energy, and that energy is in the form of electromagnetic waves. And the third, when X-rays are allowed to strike fast moving X-rays, a beam of fast moving X-rays when allowed to fall on a metal having higher atomic number, then there we find the generation of electromagnetic waves. So this is about the generation. Now the last topic in this chapter is your electromagnetic spectrum. What is spectrum? First of all, you must understand what is meant by spectrum of light or spectrum. Spectrum is the band of different frequencies of light or different wavelengths. Same way, spectrum of electromagnetic wave means a band. Band means a band always will have a maximum value and the minimum value. So in between this minimum and maximum there are a number of electromagnetic wave. Okay, so this band of maximum and minimum is called as spectrum. Just like your light, the spectrum of 7 colors having different wavelengths and frequencies. Electromagnetic spectrum is defined as the orderly classification. Order means either in increasing order or in decreasing order of their wavelength or frequencies. So orderly classification of electromagnetic wave according to their wavelength or frequency is called electromagnetic spectrum. So here if we go from minimum to maximum, there is a orderly classification. If we go from maximum to minimum, again we have a orderly classification of what? Either in terms of frequency or in terms of wavelength. Electromagnetic spectrum divided in the following regions. So say this maximum minimum value we can divide in the different region, and different region will have again, अगर suppose say region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4, region 5, region 6 region में अगर हम इसको डिवाइड करते हैं तो अगर कोई भी रीजन इसका ले लें, से रीजन 3 ले लें, तो इसका भी एक मिनिमम वैल्यू होगा और इसका भी एक मैक्सिमम वैल्यू होगा. तो ये रीजन का भी पर्टिकुलर रीजन का भी मिनिमम एंड मैक्सिमम वैल्यू होगा. अगर ये वायलेट कलर है तो वायलेट कलर का भी एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी धीरे धीरे ये इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो यहाँ पे कम होगा, यहाँ पे ज्यादा होगा. तो मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम का एक रीजन होगा. उसी प्रकार से इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव भी 7 रीजन्स में डिवाइडेड हैं. गामा रेज, एक्स रेज, अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज, विजिबल लाइट, इंफ्रारेड लाइट, माइक्रोवेव्स एंड रेडियो वेव्स. ये 7 रीजन्स के अपने अपने फ्रीक्वेंसीज हैं और अपने अपने इसके वेवलेंथ है. The following figure shows the spectrum of electromagnetic waves with common names of various part of it. You can see that in addition to the radio waves, there are televisions and FM radios, AM radios, and long radio waves also. You can see the wavelength change in meter as well as in nanometers given in the side. Electromagnetic spectrum. So electromagnetic spectrum, first X-rays. अगर बात करें then gamma rays, then we come across better we write gamma rays then X-rays, gamma rays, X-rays, and then or visible light, then UV visible, then infrared. 6 is your microwave. This is in particular chronology. ठीक है, अब देखेंगे कि ये इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में है कि डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में है. माइक्रोवेव्स and 7th is your radio waves. When we go from gamma to radio waves, there is increasing your wavelength lambda. There is increase. Increasing wavelength means when we compare the radio waves and gamma rays will have the shortest wavelength and radio wave will have highest wavelength. Now in terms of ये lambda हो गया. Now in terms of frequencies, nu, when we go from gamma to radio wave, this frequency nu decreases. The frequency nu decreases because frequency and wavelength have inverse relation. If lambda increases, frequency decreases. If frequency increases from bottom to top, then from bottom to top the gamma will decrease. Just inverse relation you know. Okay, so this is the order of wavelength and frequency, and in your the value of wavelength and frequencies for gamma rays 6 into 10 to the power minus 13 to 1 into 10 to the power minus 10. माइनस 10 से लेकर माइनस 13 के बीच में वेवलेंथ हमारा गामा रेज का वेरी करता है. ठीक है, कहां से कहां तक? 6 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 13 टू 6 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 10 तक ये हमारा वेरी करता है गामा रेज का वेवलेंथ. और फ्रीक्वेंसी वेरी करता है 5 इंटू 10 टू द पावर 22 टू 5 into 10 to the power 22 to 3 into 10 to the power 19. 3 into 10 to the power 19 hertz. And this is in meter. So, depending upon the frequencies and or the wavelength of electromagnetic wave, we have different uses of all of these 7 electromagnetic waves. Have due to its smallest wavelength, smallest and highest the radio wave. Due to the smallest wavelength of the gamma rays, it has high penetrating power. This is the very important properties of the gamma rays, and this high penetrating power is due to the very small wavelength. Gamma rays was discovered by Rutherford, okay, and they are electromagnetic waves of very short wavelength emitted from the nuclei of the radioactive substance. देखिए गामा रेज को डिस्कवर किसने किया था? रदरफोर्ड ने. कहा उसका सोर्स क्या है? emitted from the nuclei of radioactive substance. ये इसका सोर्स हो गया. So gamma rays are highly penetrating but have small ionizing power. और ये गामा रेज बिल्कुल अनडिफ्लेक्टेड होता है इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में, क्योंकि ये टोटल न्यूट्रल चार्ज होता है. यूजेस ऑफ गामा रेज इन द मेडिकल साइंस इज टू किल द कैंसरस सेल इन ह्यूमन बॉडी एंड इन द कास्टिंग इंडस्ट्रीज, मेटल कास्टिंग इंडस्ट्रीज में इसका यूज है टू डिटेक्ट इंटरनल फॉल्स इन द मेटल कास्टिंग. जो हम लोहे का या एल्यूमिनियम का या कॉपर का जो हम डिफरेंट चीज बनाते हैं, कास्टिंग बनाते हैं, सांचा जो बनाते हैं, उस सांचे को के अंदर इंटरनल फ्लॉज, इंटरनल माइक्रो स्ट्रक्चरल डिफेक्ट है कि नहीं है, उसको हम डिटरमाइन करने के लिए हम गामा रे का प्रयोग करते हैं. सो दे आर यूज्ड फॉर डिटेक्टिंग फ्लॉज इन द मेटल कास्टिंग इन द इंडस्ट्रीज and they are in the nuclear field they are used to produce nuclear reaction. So तीन फील्ड है, मेडिकल, इंडस्ट्रियल एंड रिसर्च फील्ड. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज योर एक्स-रेज. X-rays, as you know, X-rays was discovered by Roentgen in 1895. So this X-ray can also produce the photographic plate. और इसी प्रॉपर्टी को हम एक्सरे करवाते हैं अपने बॉडी का. तो इसी प्रॉपर्टी का यूज होता है कि एक्सरे का प्रॉपर्टी है कि वो फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट को इफेक्ट करता है. बट एक्सरे इज आल्सो नॉट डिटेक्टेड बाय इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. सो द एग्जाम्पल यूजेस ऑफ एक्सरेज आर दे आर यूज्ड टू प्रोड्यूस पिक्चर ऑफ इंटरनल ऑर्गन्स. एज यू नो, दिस इज वेरी कॉमन इन मेडिकल साइंस. Also, the second use in medical science is to kill the dangerous cells and tumors in the human body. They are used to detect flaws or cracks in the metal casting. They are used to study the structure of crystals and arrangement of atoms and molecules in a complex substance. And they are used to detection of explosive, opium and other contraband goods. क्योंकि आप देख रहे हैं प्रॉपर्टी में कि गामा रेज भी पेनिट्रेटिंग पावर है, एक्सरे का भी पेनिट्रेटिंग पावर है, गामा रेज भी न्यूट्रल है, एक्सरेज भी न्यूट्रल है. गामा रेज कैन आल्सो इफेक्ट द फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट, वेयरएज एक्सरे कैन आल्सो इफेक्ट द फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट. ठीक है, लेकिन जब जो पेनिट्रेशन पावर है गामा रेज का एक्सरे से ज्यादा होता है, क्योंकि गामा रेज का जो वेवलेंथ है एक्सरे से कम है. इसके बाद आ गया अल्ट्रावायलेट, दैट इज यूवी. अल्ट्रावायलेट वर डिस्कवर्ड बाय रिटर इन 1801. इन द 18th सेंचुरी, वेरी बिगिनिंग ऑफ द 18th सेंचुरी में ही अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज का डिस्कवरी हुआ था. एंड देयर वेवलेंथ इज लेस देन द एक्स-रेज एंड गामा रेज. नाउ द प्रॉपर्टी इज when they are allowed to fall on the metal, ultraviolet rays are allowed to fall on the metal, they causes emission of electron, that is nothing but the photoelectric emission. ठीक है, photo emission. They can affect the photographic. Now again see, it can also affect the photographic plate and can cause the fluorescence in the certain material. Now uses, they are used for checking the mineral samples. Minerals के जो खनिज के जो सैंपल्स होते हैं उसका चेक करने का भी हम उसको चेक करने के लिए हम अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज का हम प्रयोग करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि जब अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट जब विशेष प्रकार के खनिजों पे गिरता है तो उसमें चमक पैदा होती है, फ्लोरोसेंस पैदा होता है अंडर द अल्ट्रावायलेट रेडिएशन. उस फ्लोरोसेंस की चमक से, इंटेंसिटी से हम उस मिनरल्स को आइडेंटिफाई कर लेते हैं. Ultraviolet radiation destroys bacteria and is used for sterilize surgical equipment. तो हम सर्जिकल इक्विपमेंट को स्टेरिलाइज करने के लिए भी हम अल्ट्रावायलेट रे का प्रयोग करते हैं. एंड दिस अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट जस्ट लाइक योर व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सरेज की तरह ये भी हमको मॉलिक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर को स्टडी करने में हम इसका यूज करते हैं, यानी रिसर्च के फील्ड में, स्टडी के फील्ड में भी हम यूवी लाइट का प्रयोग करते हैं। इस प्रकार से आप लोग विजिबल लाइट, इंफ्रारेड लाइट, माइक्रोवेव एवं रेडियो वेव, इस सब का आप लोग यूजेस, प्रॉपर्टीज एंड यूजेस, कम से कम 2 अच्छे प्रॉपर्टी, कॉमन प्रॉपर्टी याद रखिए, और कम से कम 3 यूजेस आप लोग याद रखेंगे। एग्जामिनेशन में जो प्रॉब्लम आता है वो या तो यूज दिया रहेगा, आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा कौन सा इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव है, उसका कुछ प्रॉपर्टी दिया रहेगा और यूजेस दिया रहेगा, उस प्रॉपर्टी और यूज से, या फिर आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी दिया रहेगा और वेवलेंथ दिया रहेगा, ठीक है, तो उससे आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा कि ये इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव कौन सा है। इन द रिवर्स आपको इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव दे दिया रहेगा, उसका प्रॉपर्टीज पूछा जा सकता है, 1 प्रॉपर्टी एंड 1 यूजेस, और 2 प्रॉपर्टीज या 2 यूजेस, इस प्रकार से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। सो ये बहुत ही छोटा चैप्टर है। विथ ऑल दिस, विद इन दिस लेक्चर वी हैव कंप्लीटेड द चैप्टर इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक waves. Thank you. In the next chapter